This is Youlan. Yeah, I want to do inside interview because I had a project for my class. They want to learn more about Chinese food and the Chinese restaurant at Austin here. So we think you would be the perfect person to tell us. Can you tell me what's the history of this restaurant? Yeah, when it started?
Yeah, actually this was the second restaurant we had. My brother John and I had basically over 15 years worth of restaurant backgrounds. My parents first started in 1988. We had one located in Round Rock. And then my brother decided that in 2006 to branch out. We were trying to do a franchise. And so we branched out and he took over. This was a new shopping center. And so he decided to, just open a second location. It was in a great area. There was a lot of house being developed. So he just thought it was a great spot. And so we kind of carry on the tradition, I guess, from my parents. My dad, saw us and everything. He kind of helped my brother to start it as well. So we started this in June of 2006. We've been doing the restaurant for a while, and so we thought it would be a great idea to continue the tradition.
Very good, yes. Family, the tradition is so important. I wonder how you design your menu. Why you want to choose this kind of dish?
Well, it's kind of funny because we can't really exactly do like the traditional Chinese, because I still think that there should be a little mixture of the Western style versus mixing with the traditional. I think traditional sometimes is a little too much. It's a little bit overwhelmed for the Western part of the country. And so we kind of just modify it a little bit. And it's funny because it's the same way, with the KFC back in Taiwan or in China, they still do the modification to fit the needs of the Asian people. I think it's the taste bud. Everybody has different buds, and it's very different, but we need to incorporate it so that it's suitable for both sides. And so I say ours is more Americanized Chinese. It's still got Chinese tradition, but with a little modification to suit the needs.
Does the customer give you some kind of idea or suggestion to make you make more new dish or something?
Yeah, a lot of times we create new dishes based on the request of the customers. Because a lot of times, they still, even with the dishes we have, there's always more improvement. There's always more incorporation you can incorporate to it. And so a lot of times, customer will, modify, kind of make their own dishes, I guess you can call. And so we, every so often we will make a new menu, and then we will, incorporate the ideas from the customers on based on how often they order this dish or certain dishes or request certain dishes, and then it's incorporated into the menu.
They keep your customer happy.
Exactly. Yeah. It is tailored to the customer. They're the ones coming in to spend the money. They're the ones ordering. So of course we have to be upbeat about it and then incorporate it.
How did you select all the ingredients? Did you order ingredient from the local provider, or you had some kind of particular provider from out of town?
Most of the suppliers are from Dallas, but there, we use the supplier from Dallas. We have one here locally in Austin, and we've been ordering the one in Austin. We've been ordering for them from for about 20 years now. So they get the quality, of course, is the most important thing, and so we continue using them. But we have to pick and choose again with the freshness, with the quality. And again, that adds on to the price of how we determine the prices. We always, bring in the best quality of supplies, ingredients, and so based on that, that's how it's calculated into it as well.
Yes, so that's wonderful. So you can have two generation business and carry the flag. Then even you had such a long-term relationship with your provider. Yes. It's
really very important. I think a lot of times that you know, they understand when you order regularly every week, you know, eventually they know, and it saves you time. You don't have to go through the whole list, taking 30 minutes, 40 minutes determining on the brand of the item you're ordering. It's already in the system. We order regularly.
Right.
You build the relationship. You always get the, you know, best quality out of it. So I think that's very important.
Yes, yes, that's true. Yeah, and it's so wonderful. You give such a important and such a delightful insight. So
You're very welcome.
really hoping your business can keep going for many, many years
Well,
to
thank
come.
you.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank
Yes.
you.
Okay, and Amy, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
谁？你好吗？
你好，你好。
哦，
No.
yeah.
Good afternoon. So nice to come to interview your place.
Thank you. It's my honor.
Would you tell me when did your business start? Yes, and where is your first business?
Okay. Our business started, I think it's almost 30 years. We started from Dallas. And 5 years ago, we moved to Austin. This is just a branch.
How you decide want to come to Chinatown, this location? Did you hear something before you come over here?
Because our food is Chinese food, and most we focus is Chinese and the Asian people. Also, we think about this is a new Chinatown, so maybe it's a very good position to open a restaurant.
How did you decide to focus on the barbecue? For Chinese, we have so different type of cooking and so many dishes. So you prefer Chinese barbecues because your traditional background or because the people demand?
A barbecue actually is very traditional Chinese food. It's it's a very long history in China. Almost everybody knows Peking duck, and here we call it roast duck, and also we have the roast pork and the barbecue pork. This is just an American name.
Yeah.
So that's why we try to focus on the barbecue because a lot of people like it very much. And also we have we covered almost all the Chinese dishes. So in our restaurant.
Yeah.
And we try to get the people like our food. So our chef almost cook almost all the Chinese dishes. The customer working say if I like some Chinese food is not on the menu, we also could do it for them.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did you design your ingredient? Do you have a particular supplier? Every day he bring your supply over here.
Okay. Yes, we do. We have a lot of vendors. In Austin, we have 2 vendors. In Dallas, we have 1 vendor.
Okay.
And our barbecue stuff is because we came from the Dallas. We know the Dallas vendor very much well. So the barbecue food, the duck, the chicken, and pork, also the beef, it's still keep coming from Dallas. The Austin vendor supply us the vegetable, noodle, rice, the basic food.
So, do you know how long the Dallas vendor supply your ingredient about barbecue, the special barbecue? How many years now?
Over 20 years.
Oh, that's very long-term relationship.
Yes. I guess, their food duck came from the California.
Oh,
That's different. The duck is very important to us.
Right.
So our duck is here. The size is big.
Yeah.
The size is big, and the duck, the almost keep the not only the size but also the meat.
Okay.
The people like it, taste it, won't find any difference with the Dallas the restaurant.
Okay.
Yeah, that's very important.
Yes.
Yeah. That's also why the Austin customer like our duck,
Yeah.
and like our the chicken and barbecue stuff. This is because we keep the vendor.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
We know the vendor. Because we have over 20 years of relationship. So that's why.
Right. You know the quality.
Yeah. That's not only the size.
Yeah. Right.
The quality.
Thank you for your time today. Yeah, it's very wonderful to talk to you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.